we go.
And we're off. This is where the stakes are at their highest. Senior boys matchup, St. Augustine's College Big Red Machine against the St. John's College Giants.
It feels like every SOC is in every game except maybe the junior girls game.
With an opportunity to go to the championship round. Right here, just looking at the court from this vantage point, what sticks out to you?
It's a tall team. SOC has a really tall team. St. John's is, well, look equally as tall, but I think SOC has some shooters. I know 15 for sure is a shooter. For sure. And then last year's finals.
Yeah, he had a really big, even though they came up short, even he was huge. He was
even
huge
at nationals. They played nationals, right? I remember seeing him. He made a lot of big jumpers in nationals.
Yeah, Jonathan Johnson's a shooter. So,
yeah.
Well, I asked because what stood out to me
I thought he was Amo.
right away. He does look like Amo. What stood out right away? Pink sneakers. So I'm fully confident in. Let's see who that is. That's Torres Baisden from St. John's. Pink sneakers. He's gonna have a huge game.
Pink sneakers.
And right away, there's Johnson on the wing.
On cue.
The first one doesn't go in, but
he's a shooter.
He's a shooter. Shooter's gonna shoot.
But notice, like you'll see, like compared to the last game, how much shooting actually spreads the floor and makes offense easier.
I mean, that's just basketball. Yeah, they should listen. If they play it the same way the juniors play, then there's no reason that they should be here. So you expect to see a different level of basketball.
Strong take.
So offensive foul there. All right, I got to talk to the administration at St. John's because I can't see any of these numbers with the camouflage print. Like, I had no idea what people are. So Sack brings the ball up court now.
Pull up short. Short. St. John's on the break.
And just like the last game, turnovers starting early. Cornelius Clyde is pretty much the engine that makes the Big Red Machine offense go. He's that elite kind of lead guard that you look for to have a big game. And right as I say that, he misses a three-pointer. But I mean, trust me on that one.
I'll take your word for it.
So an opportunity for a three-point play for Ahmad Williams. He gets the Big Red Machine on the board.
Let's see if there's a difference in free throw shooting this game.
Unable to convert the three-point play.
Justin Morris with the dish from Johnson.
Johnson with a tough move. So showing that he's not just a shooter. Tough move inside. That's Williams again for the Big Red, for the Giants, sorry.
Right now just trying to find something.
Yeah, like we talked about in the junior boys game, I don't think any team is going to come out early in the first quarter and separate themselves right away. It's going to be a process. It's good to have a stabilizing force like Clyde. That's what the Big Red Machine has in him. Who is going to be that person for St. John's? Early on, it looks like it might be Williams.
I'm thinking so. It's a really, it's a pretty tall team St. John's has too.
I mean, tall, relatively speaking, in terms of the game in high school basketball standards. I would like to tell you who that is, but their numbers make it really difficult.
Johnson trying to go up for another one. You don't have to guess. Justin Johnson is strong.
Yeah,
He's strong.
you saw him just muscle his way up for that layup on the previous possession. Misses his first free throw.
No one's really been able to establish anything as yet. Still in the feeling out process.
So St. John's point guard, Keyshawn Forbes, he's a very good distributor. Had an opportunity to see this team play over the course of the season and also in the Providence basketball tournament. St. John's had a good run. What stood out right away was his ability to distribute the ball. He's always going to be the smallest player on the court, but he's a floor general. So look for him to really get this offense going.
I mean, a la no. Strong take.
Clyde with a great pass to find Avery Nesbitt for the bucket. That's Caden Cash just tossing one up, hoping for a foul, but he doesn't get it.
Hassle.
Did they call it?
This is what you call hassle.
I think they did call it.
So John's playing with a little edge. What do you think about it?
I mean, that's how we do. Can I say we?
That's not how y'all do.
That's how they do now. I told you subjective journalism is overrated. Objective journalism is overrated. You can still call the game and openly root for your school to win. So missed three, the ball will go to St. John's. Forbes dishes it out. Williams will miss the three.
It's hard to believe only a minute's passed.
I don't know. We may be in the penalty pretty early. So the junior boys game, you saw those nerves manifest themselves in turnovers. I think in this game, it's fouls. A lot of touch fouls early on.
I think everyone's just trying to be more physical than the next right now. That's just what it is. Everyone's just trying to out-physical each other.
So Clyde steps on the baseline, but they're going to say he was fouled and he was forced out. And we are in the bonus with 4 minutes, 14 seconds left in the first quarter. It hasn't been 2 minutes left yet.
That's what I'm saying. This game has literally only been going on a minute and a half.
But we are in the bonus. So Clyde misses the first. Makes the second. 4-point lead for the Big Red Machine.
We're in the bonus like really early. Like if you at home and you was trying to get some food, like you could go out and literally come back. I think this what we ate for tonight.
No,
it's gonna be a long one.
It's about to pick up right now. It's going to be a whole lot of fast breaking, a whole lot of threes.
Well, that's 1 3.
I know how Giants play. 7 seconds or less off. So the ball will stay on the Giants' end of the floor. Forbes will fake it.
Take it. All glass.
Johnson with the rebound, gets it ahead.
Oh, good look.
Nice a pass to the other Johnson.
He also played good nationals last year as well.
Now, usually when you have a track and field athlete on the basketball team, that's the dude that hustle, that's the dude that's the defender. You look for him to be that kind of person, not Joel Johnson. So Joel Johnson is one of the country's best
100
junior
meter
sprinters.
Yeah.
but he's also hooping. So when he gets the ball on the fast break, you don't expect anyone to catch him like that.
Good luck.
Gets it to Jonathan Johnson, but he's fouled.
Now your home team, I don't know.
I can't help it.
They need you to get out there and coach him up.
I mean, can I?
Coach him up now. Put on a green shirt and go coach him.
I see we still have the time-honored tradition of wearing whatever shirt you want because we don't have shooting shirts. So some things never change. Stay green, Giants. So 10-4 lead for the Big Red Machine. And right now, the difference in this game, I think, has been the Big Red Machine's advantage on the offensive boards.
The two Johnsons, too. They're just like physically imposing their will on the other team right now.
Their fast break game has been very efficient.
One is really fast and the other is really strong. So it's been a good dynamic so far.
You're good at stats. Let me know how many fast break points SAC has right now.
Well, they only have 10 points, so they have 4 fast break points.
That's huge because St. John's only has 4 points. So if you got 4 fast break points, isn't that the difference in this game right now?
Oh yeah, you're winning at 4 fast break points right now. And a whole heap of free throws.
So Jonathan Johnson now at the line.
6 free throws.
But this is a great sign for a shooter, though, because if a shooter continues to get opportunities at the free throw line, you start to see the ball go in. That basket is going to look a lot bigger. Wow, I said a lot of cliches. I said a lot of cliches in that one thing just now.
Van Gundy. You went straight Van Gundy just now.
So Forbes brings it up court for the Giants. Desperately need a basket. Falling behind by 7 very early on. Caden Cash goes around the screen, gets it to Forbes. He thinks about it.
Forbes really is a good passer.
Ahmad Williams, Cash just tosses it up.
Save.
Williams comes up with the loose ball. He thought he was fouled, but his jumper goes in.
I thought he was fouled as well. Joel Johnson, man.
I mean, it's just unfair for him to be that fast.
Protect those knees, though, Joel. We need you. We need you.
We need you in April, bro. So I mean, Carifta is legit right there. So like maybe next time pull up for that jumper.
Like, you know, sometimes you might see like a track athlete be a little timid. Like he doesn't. Like he's going out there and he's hooping.
I mean, he's both. Maybe we shouldn't just define him as a track athlete. He's both.
What if he actually doesn't want to be a track athlete?
I mean, well then somebody will have to talk to his parents. 5'10". He makes both free throws though, so he puts the Big Red Machine up 13-6. Right now, every basket is difficult for the Giants to come by at this point. They're not getting any easy baskets. They're not converting at the free throw line. Even on the last possession, the jumper from Williams seems like, that was off of a broken play. Looked like he may have been fouled. There's just no continuity to the offense right now. Where's the Big Red Machine? They're getting easy baskets. They're making free throws.
You know what it is, though? St. John's defense has been very matador, especially on little blow-bys on the top of the key. Very matador defense.
But you know what it was? When we wore green, it was a lot different. I feel like switching to the gray. I was never a huge fan of the gray.
No?
No, I was never a huge fan of the gray.
I don't like the green. Y'all used to cheat when y'all used to wear the green in a little cage.
That's true.
That's a fact.
If you ain't cheating, you ain't trying.
You could never beat St. John's at the cage.
I mean, except for when we were horrible and you could always beat us at the cage.
No, but then y'all bought that ref that used to call all your games. Where you at, though?
We never had any kind of help from officials. What are you talking about?
People in the comment section, please tell me, how hard is it to win a game at St. John's? And it's not because of the
I guarantee you, based on when they played, some of them are going to say it was not very hard at all.
Some of them will say it's all about the ref in the cage. 2005, 2000, whatever it is now.
So second chance opportunities. Big Red Machine doesn't convert. Giants will end up with the ball with an opportunity to cut into this deficit. They turn it over. So here comes Big Red Machine.
Joel Johnson again.
Out good.
And he gets it in. So John's trying to battle back. And now we have our second 3-point attempt of the game for St. John's. Things are looking up for you guys. 2 3-point attempts, two a quarter. That's the quarter, 2 a quarter.
But they're down 6.
But as long as you take in 2 a quarter, you're giving yourself a good chance to win.
You know what? I actually do think that's true.
Yeah,
I would take 4.
at least 4. But pink sneakers. Based in with the pink sneakers. Come on.
Be careful with the equipment. This is all very expensive, although we didn't pay for it. But I'm certain it's very expensive. Shout out Farm TV.
Shout out.
Their production has been absolutely impeccable. We needed every one of these 8 cameras to give you this sharp broadcast that looks like you're watching an NBA game right now.
It's top notch too.
Our commentary is not, but it's all you got.
Yeah, we up there though. I've seen Bahamian commentary.
With
before.
who? Oh.
I've seen Bahamian
Well,
commentary.
we're not measuring ourselves against them.
Nah, man. Still.
It's 2018. You got to measure yourself against the rest of the world.
You're facts though.
So, like, we're like maybe not Mike Breen and Jeff Van Gundy, but maybe Reggie
Oh,
Miller.
like in Wingo, maybe.
Ooh, Reggie Miller and Kevin Harlan.
I don't like Kevin Harlan.
You don't like his catchphrases? Because he got like some of the best
He
catchphrases.
sounds like a wrestler now, so I'm not a Kevin Harlan.
That's the best part of it.
Reggie Miller got a lot of pause moments. So.
He does.
I believe he mean to push the envelope every time.
I feel like that was a
That's on
pause
purpose,
moment.
yeah. Pause.
Thank you.
Back into the action.
So Cash splits a pair at the line, and here comes the Big Red Machine. Giants trap, not able to come up with it.
Oh, good pass for Johnson.
Joel Johnson with a
look
great
at that.
pass.
St. John's
Avery
trails
Nesbitt
back with the
converts.
lead.
That's the
St.
second
John's
there.
on the
Nesbitt
wing,
with the left
steps
as well.
through.
And the Giants are in a very
Travel,
dangerous spot right now. The
ball
Big Red
back
Machine on
to
the brink. Oh,
St.
pushing it to a
Augustine.
double-figure
48
lead.
seconds.
Cash is
on
just
the
driving
clock,
to the lane, hoping for a foul.
17-8.
You're not going to get it.
First quarter.
Big
St.
Red Machine right now just look more composed.
Pull up
Oh,
3. See the 3.
There you have it.
Beat the 3.
Tehran walking
20
in
to
with
8.
the 3.
St. Augustine's lead.
And it's a 20-8
Ball
lead.
stripped, low, ball
Sack is
recovered,
good. Sack is good in
foul.
production from the bench.
And they're doing it at all 3 levels.
Yep.
You've seen mid-range jumpers from this team. You've seen Joaquin hit the 3. And they've dominated in the post. So
That's the first bench point of the night. Any game,
very observant.
any game, or 3 games, first bench point.
I mean, also when you're already up by like 12 points, that makes the first bench point seem super important. But no, I get where you're coming from.
Sack back out on the break.
So here's Joel Johnson now. I think he's fast enough to turn a half-court set into a fast break.
And that's pretty much what he's doing right now at this point.
Cash drives the lane, throws up another one, and that one is good.
Hopefully that gets the Giants going a little bit.
No, because nobody can stay in front of Johnson. So kickball violation.
You can imagine running wind sprints with him in practice.
No.
I would hate him.
Nesbitt with the 3, and that's no good. So after the first, a 20-11 lead for the Sac Big Red Machine. The Johnsons have, not the ones that went to Canada, but the ones that play for Sac. They have been huge in this game so far. Joel Johnson, the minute he came into the game, he had an immediate impact, one-man fast break. And he's not just looking to score. He's driving, he's dishing the ball. I mean, any more obvious cliches that you want to drop on us before you want to say something about heart and hustle, or I mean?
Well, they're playing with a lot of grit and grind on the
Yeah, there you
inside
go.
as well,
There you
yeah.
go. I mean, that's usually reserved for players of a lighter hue because they expect us to have athleticism. The grit and grind is for others.
Yeah. John.
John has a lot of grit and grind.
John is a grit and grind kind of guy.
He is so lost not being behind the camera right now. He has no idea what to do.
I can feel him. He's just so antsy right now.
Where is he?
This is killing him.
I have no idea where John is right now. So the St. John's Giants, their defense will have to be.
This is the dedicated production team he deserves, though.
He does.
Because we are on the camera and we are texting.
Yeah,
Most
absolutely.
times.
I want to look at my phone right now.
Most times.
I think he heard us talking. Wait, here he comes. Talk about basketball. So second quarter about to be underway, 20-11. The Giants have to step up defensively. Sack looking for Justin Burrows in the high post, not able to get them past. So that three is no good.
Inside.
Burrows gets it himself on the glass.
Oh, Sack is just killing him on the defense. Moxie Jr.
Ricky Moxie, super athletic player.
Sack has a lot of those.
So he'll go to the line for his first opportunity shooting two. I need you not to miss free throws in Space Jam 11s, but we'll overlook it if he splits the pair. Overlooked. You deserve your Space Jam 11s.
There you go. I think the length is kind of bothering them.
Yeah, the Justin Burrows skies for a rebound there for the Big Red Machine. Clyde pulls up for the jumper. He missed it, but Burrows again.
And again.
And
Two
again.
offensive rebounds in one possession.
Second chance opportunities, and the body.
You can't teach height.
You are horrible with these cliches. Yeah, this is one cliche that I hate, but sometimes it's true.
What's that?
The body language of the Giants right now just looks defeated already.
Yeah.
They don't look fired up.
You know what it is? You could tell that gods like want to make plays, but it's like it's just so long. Pause. It's like you just don't like you can't see over them.
All right, we're gonna have to pause this entire conversation, but the length of
block inside. Wow.
The length of the Big Red Machine 5 is obviously creating a problem because the Giants aren't able to get entry passes into the post.
Burrows is just creating havoc on the inside. Offense, defense. Any relation to Keno Burrows?
I don't know. He may be. He light skin.
Play basketball.
Yeah, that's usually how we make those connections. That's how we make those connections. Like,
call him yellow.
We don't even have to go 6 degrees of separation for that. Oh, and Keno did go to SAC too, so probably.
So that's that.
Family school.
Open and shut case.
That dude probably ain't even nowhere related to him.
Open and
so,
shut case.
10-point lead for SAC right now. 23-13.
Taking it to the fellas. Young looking for the contact.
He doesn't get it. The Giants still in contention, still early on, 10-point game. Forbes gets it to Williams. He steps through. His runner is no good. Rebounded by Moxie. Williams narrowly steals it. But these guys out of bounds. So SAC looking to build on the 10-point advantage. Nesbitt works it around to Young. Clyde in the corner, thinks about a three. He doesn't take it. Gets it back. Better shot, and he makes that one.
Another one.
The patience there for Cornelius Clyde. Thought about the three that would have been slightly contested. Reset the play, and then he got it back wide open.
With no shot clock, though. You take your time with no shot clock. I don't know why people feel the need to rush a play with no shot clock.
Well, because it's scary. You have people shouting and also their cameras.
Think that's the difference?
I mean, that's why I would rush. So 26-13, 6:05 left to play in the second. Forbes, and that's what you can't afford if you're the Giants, because you have an opportunity to cut into the lead with the clock stopped at the free throw line.
They love another chance to make up. Comes up short again.
Forbes misses it again. So the Giants with the offensive rebound and the putback from Seth Fountain. And this lead is finally under 10 again. It seems like they've been hovering around that 10-point margin for a really long time.
Since midway through the first quarter, I would say.
So Young rotates the ball to Clyde. Walking and thinks about his second three, gets it back. Rebounded by the Giants. Williams looks to go inside the Fountain. Turnover. Blown opportunity to cut into the lead a bit.
And they had a lot of easy looks at the rim too. They're just struggling to convert right now. But they have picked it up on the defensive end of the floor though.
Cash nearly comes away with the steal.
They were looking defeated a few plays ago.
Clyde drives the lane. His runner rims out, but rebounded by Joaquin.
Sack maintains possession. Oh no. It's going to be St. John's ball.
Ball to the Giants. Trying to work and cut into this 9-point deficit. Williams moves around the screen. That's Fountain again on the follow.
It's like the Giants will make a few good plays and then just give up a few more. They never string together anything to get back into the game.
Well, they've got to get stops.
There you go.
There's a steal by Williams. I think he got bailed out by a foul call there, but Giants with an opportunity to go to the line. It's Tyree Porter with an opportunity to go to the line now.
Stop. Joel Johnson back in.
And Joel Johnson comes back into the game. Both Johnsons had an opportunity to rest, and Sack was able to maintain that lead around that 10 to 7 point margin. So Porter makes the first.
You got to know that they're not looking forward to a close game. They want to keep this thing as wide as possible.
Is that a pause, man?
Nah.
Okay.
Opposite.
Fact. Misses the second. And Fountain's hustle. The ball will stay with the Giants. A score here, and you have a chance to cut it to 6. Williams thinks about the three. He takes it. Doesn't make it. And they're going to call Fountain over the back on that one.
A minute and a half into the second quarter.
So Bashawn Bullitt subs in for Fountain, the Giants' best offensive rebounder.
Let's see what they do with him out of the game.
So Johnson gets up court. That's a missed jumper, and here come the Giants. Cash gives it up to Porter. Could have been called to travel. He'll get another opportunity to go to the line. So he's been on the receiving end of 2 fast breaks right now. He's got to convert again. Converting with the clock stopped is so key for a team trying to make a comeback.
We saw it the last game. They missed some free throws early. Well, actually, they missed a few late as well. Free throws add up, man. You have to be able to make those.
That's how they get the final score. So Porter makes 2. And all of a sudden, this lead is just 6. And now the big red machine is sloppy with the ball. Williams with the pull-up jumper.
Oh,
that's no good. Rebounded, no foul call. Cash, his putback is no good.
Wow.
3 shot attempts to come away empty-handed.
They wish they could get some of those, man.
Listen, this is what we're doing tomorrow. I am going to write down all the cliches that you use, and I am going to keep the stats on this. Wish I could get those back as like one of your favorites.
That's fair enough. I take the blame for that.
So the big red machine with a chance to add to their lead. Clyde now at the line. So again, with 4 minutes left in the quarter, and both teams are going to be in the bonus.
Wow.
You've got to, both teams, have to be cognizant of that fact. We're going to be playing for a very long time with everyone in the bonus.
Yep.
So you've got to be careful.
That could mean a lot of points.
Williams with the crossover, steps through, throws up a wild shot.
It's a good move to get open, though. A little behind the back, get the crowd into it. That's what you got to get the crowd into it when you're playing from behind, though.
Do you?
Not really. It helps.
I'll take your word for it. So he makes the first lead, is again back at 6 and at 5, 22-27. Bullard gambles, here comes Nesbitt, looking for the foul.
They're just pulling their way on the inside. Nesbitt and Johnson.
And I think at that, I'm sure the coaching staff is going to talk to them about this. At that point, you've got to stand straight up. You know that everyone's in the bonus at this point. Guys are looking for contact because everyone wants to go to the free throw line. You don't want the pressure of having to actually make a field goal. So you can't come down over the top with your hands. You've got to just go straight up.
Johnson is on free throw number 8 now.
I don't believe him. But he makes both.
He was out the entire second quarter up to this point.
Didn't he have a chance for a 3-point play? So wouldn't his free throw numbers be odd at this point?
Nope. Because he missed. Oh, yeah, you're right. It's 11.
I found the hole in your system.
That's how you keep stats.
Yeah.
You learn it.
Walking gets it ahead. That is erased by Bullard.
Fake block by
Two hands.
Excuse me.
They're going to call it jump ball. Let's see where the possession arrow goes. The ball will stay with the big red machine.
That's with the Johnson.
Joel Johnson for 3.
Joel Johnson for 3.
Okay, what if he is a better basketball player?
Trying to tell you.
And Porter's got to get rid of that. He dribbled the ball, not looking for anybody right now. Wound up dribbling that away. But the minute both Jonathan and Joel Johnson came back into the game, you saw that it was a much different. It was a much different SAC team.
But it's good that they're able to take such a long break, though.
Yeah, and the only thing that happened was the lead got cut to 5. But as soon as Joel Johnson took that 3, we're back at 8.
Yeah, but the other team did it with their starters, so now they're gassed out.
That's why sometimes it's really difficult to come back and get over the hump because you expend so much energy just getting there. It's difficult to complete that comeback and go all the way.
You gotta look, we still got over 3 minutes to go in this quarter. It's a lot of time. It's a lot of time. They just have to protect the paint. They've been getting destroyed on the inside. They have to do a better job protecting the paint. I mean, in Zach's case, what can you do if a guy's maybe like 30 pounds heavier than you?
Yeah, I mean, That'll make everything much more
Oh,
difficult.
because this Sac team ain't missing no meals.
So action back on the floor right now. Just under 3.5 left in the second quarter.
Johnson in the corner. Three.
Jonathan Johnson.
From Johnson to Johnson. Johnson and Johnson, I like that.
Back-to-back threes.
Back-to-back Johnson and Johnson. Whatever
I heard you the first
I know,
6
but
times you said
I
it.
wanted you to acknowledge it.
I refuse. So back-to-back threes, and just
By
like
who?
that. Well, Joel Johnson hit the first. Jonathan
that's
Johnson
back-to-back
hit the
threes
second. I hate you so much. 35-24.
Franks another.
Just like that, the lead is 11.
The importance of the three.
It's almost as if it's worth more than a layup, so you should like practice. Johnson dishes it back out.
Step through.
That
Looking
comes
for
up
foul.
short.
No foul. Basin takes it down.
So the Giants again at the line.
Has been able to knock down the first one.
Basin makes the first.
Basin, sorry.
Lead is 10. So he'll get another opportunity after
That's
a
the second lane
violation.
violation for the night, actually. That's crazy.
Is it really crazy though? I feel like lane violations are common.
No.
I mean, he was reaching on them.
No.
Jonathan Johnson unable to handle the pass. Here comes the Giants opposite way. The opportunities are there. Giants just can't convert. And when you have a big red machine team that's shooting like this, it's going to make it difficult. Jonathan Johnson goes with the reverse.
Nesbitt on the break. You want to see something? Oh, good euro. Good step through.
So Mason with the finish. We're back under 10 again.
Turnover.
And it's the steal. Williams finds a man in the interior, but that's blocked by Johnson.
Nesbitt. Foul. So it's picked up towards halftime.
So Nesbitt will make a trip to the line. Looking to push the big red machine lead back to 10. This is the first. Misses them both. And Bullard with an unforced error. You cannot afford that when you're trying to make a comeback.
Can we see?
He just dribbled the ball out of bounds.
Is that one for you? I'll put that as one for you on the list. Sac is really working the ball around well. Nesbitt on the inside. Strip to it.
Ball is going to stay with Sac. Johnson drives, up and under move is no good. Nesbitt's tip is no good.
Nesbitt again. No good.
Third shot opportunity, no good. The Giants finally get the ball.
Sac is really playing the clock right now. They're playing the Playing the clock well.
But here's their problem. Not able to convert on the offensive end, and just like that, it's a turnover right away.
I feel like you said that before.
I feel like I've been saying it the duration of this game.
Stepped out of bounds.
So out of bounds. Again, will the Giants convert and cut into this deficit headed into the halftime? We're under a minute now. Bullard will drive the lane. He gets a step, but he blows the layup. Another opportunity by the Big Red Machine. Wide open lane for Basin. He blows the layup. Two misses the follow. Too many missed opportunities for a team trying to come back. That's funny.
Just letting him know.
(35-27), 27 seconds left to play. Aaron Sands at the line. Misses the second. 9-point lead for Sac.
It's just been a rough night for the Giants.
I mean, it's not over yet.
It's just been a rough night-ish. Now,
So Jordan Maycock will take his first trip to the line tonight.
I think they need you to suit up.
Suit up to do what? You mean put on a suit and actually coach?
No, they need you.
Need me to do what?
Come back and average. How much you average in high school?
Like 3.
They need that. Well, they need that 3 right now.
So Sands gets it to Joel Johnson. He drives the lane. Another trip to the line.
Never stops running. Never stops running.
He doesn't.
He never does.
If you're a hooper, do you take offense that there's a track athlete on the court and he's just better than you? Because you know he's already great at one thing, right?
Yeah.
I would make it
my
mission to show him
but
that you don't belong out here with us.
No, he's not like an awkward, like an awkward track athlete that tries to come on the court. Like he fits in basketball mode.
He's better than most of them.
Yeah.
I mean, he's been the best player on the floor tonight.
Right. But he fits into you could tell he plays basketball often. This is his thing. He just happened to be able to run track. Touch foul by Johnson.
The lineup on the floor right now for the Giants does not seem to be one that is going to get you buckets to come back in this game. I can't tell who the go-to player is for this team right now or where your offense is going to come from.
Mason's been to the free throw line the last 4 possessions.
I don't feel like that's enough to come back.
Not when you're missing free throws.
No, not when you're missing free throws. But he makes that pair from the line. So at the half, the Big Red Machine takes a 38-30 lead.
Behind Johnson and Johnson.
Giants not out of it.
Don't ignore the Johnson and Johnson.
The Giants are not out of it yet. We'll be back for the second half. I will continue to be amazed by these kids that enjoy C Murders Down for My N-Words, even though this song came out before any of them were born.
We literally Googled that.
This song is 18 years old.
Yep.
None of them are 18. We'll be back third quarter in just a few minutes. We'll go at 2 minutes. We'll go at 2 minutes. Yeah. Come back. Huh? Oh, okay. I'll come up this time. So the Sac Big Red Machine imposing their will in the first half here in the sudden death playoffs. BAISS senior boys, 38-30 lead over the St. John's College Giants. What's been the difference right now in this game?
Before we talk about all that, I want to know why won't you acknowledge me calling them Johnson and Johnson?
Do we know if they even want to be called Johnson and Johnson?
They have no choice.
I mean,
They're in high school. They don't know that, huh?
Fine. We can go ahead with your nickname. You can continue to call them Johnson,
but
Johnson.
Johnson and Johnson.
But they have been the difference.
They've been the difference. One's power winning on the inside. Both are making threes. One is killing them with speed. It's just too much for St. John's to overcome right now, and they can't find a consistent score.
And for the Giants, they've had many opportunities because even when there were lulls in the Sac Big Red Machine scoring and both Johnsons were sidelined, the Giants have not been consistent enough on the offensive end of the floor to be able to get back into this game. They're blowing easy fast break opportunities. They're missing free throws. They're going to have to correct that here in the third quarter as we return to action on the floor.
Yeah, they get into the line. Free throws are going to be very important. Turnovers, they really have to limit turnovers. They can't slip at all at the start of the third quarter.
So Sac with a 38-30 lead. We'll be back for the third quarter here at the BAISS Championships at the Kendall Isaacs Gymnasium. The winner moves on to the best of 3 series against the winner of Thursday's semifinal matchup. And we're back now for the second half of action. The first of 2 sudden death semifinals in the BAISS playoffs. St. John's Giants versus the Sac Big Red Machine. Sac holds a 38-30 lead, and they get the first turnover of the third quarter. Ahmad Young with the jumper.
Offensive rebound.
Rims out.
Sac has been huge on the boards.
Rebound by Ricky Moxie. He takes a hard foul, but still finishes. And just like that, this lead is back to 10 very quickly on the first Sac possession.
You got to know that they're going to try to come out and win it right now. In this first minute and a half, they're going to try to just kill St. John's' spirit.
It's very tough with a deficit like this. Your morale can...
There you go again. Follows.
So the ball will stay possession with the Big Red Machine. Young doesn't take that jumper. He gets it to Clyde. He'll take a 3.
Another offensive. That's 4 offensive rebounds. Wow. These have been the most aggressive loose ball scuffles.
They're always really aggressive whenever the ball's on the ground for the
reason,
loose
I
ball
don't know.
scuffle, right? Like, I feel like that's when they go peak hustle when the ball's on the ground. I guess that's what you want if you're a coach.
You got to call hustle.
Ain't nobody I already learned that nobody calls hustle anymore. So like I don't even know what we're doing there. We're just showing how old we are. Bullet directs traffic, but it's stolen by Clyde. Burrows with a touch pass to Young. Nice.
See the defense picking up too. It's getting a little testy. Want to see who really wants it.
I mean, did you just say you want to see who wants it?
No. I said we're going to see who really wants it. It's getting testy. Not a lot of people can play under that pressure.
I hate that phrase so much. They all want to win.
Nah, but not everybody can play under that kind of pressure when the game's physical.
That doesn't mean they don't want to win. Maybe you're just not as good. So the ball will go to the Big Red Machine. They get the possession arrow. Giants down 12. 6:54 left in the third. So Sox junior boys unable to advance to the championship. Senior boys are looking a lot better here, up by 12 early in the third.
You got to know he wanted one of those, though. He was overdue for one of those. Another offensive rebound.
Clyde for three. He makes it.
That's all the difference in the game.
Biggest lead of the game right now for the Big Red Machine. 15-point advantage. This Giants offense still looks stagnant.
Like I said, man, the first 2 minutes, we kind of knew they were going to do it.
Easy follow there by Basin.
He's been their only consistent scorer.
Clyde, heat check. Off the front rim, but Ricky Moxie gets the rebound. And now Sack is just letting it fly.
They're getting every rebound. You have to let it fly when you get every rebound. How could you not?
It's almost as if I was in the huddle. So ball,
Sack possession,
out of bounds to the Big Red Machine. Still nursing this 13-point lead. 5:40 to go. Jonathan Johnson again from the wing. That's no good. But they have the security of being able to do this and being able to take all these threes because they feel as if the the Giants are not going to make a pay. The Giants are going to have to convert when they have opportunities to do so. So 45-34, 5:12 left to play. Here in the third, and Cornelius Clyde will go to the line.
Two different shoes, by the way. No, are they two different shoes? I don't know.
They're the same style of shoe, but just two different colors.
I got you.
No, I feel like that's a good look.
Not really.
You're not a fan of this look. I mean, I defer to you as the resident sneakerhead for 10YS. I defer to you as the look. Bullard trying to weave through traffic there. You're not going to get by three defenders that way, but they bail him out with a foul.
They got to get within 10 soon. Easier said than done, but
Eric pass stolen by Moxie. Gets it ahead to Young, back to Moxie.
This is wow.
He blows the layup. Here come the Giants the opposite way. And Porter will have an opportunity for a three-point play. Giants still hanging around. We talked about this earlier. There's just something about that mental barrier of a 10-point lead.
Yeah.
Or a 10-point deficit, rather.
It's it speeds up everything you try to do because you panic so much. Not realizing that there's a lot of time left.
Porter unable to convert the three-point play, so it stays at 11. Johnson looks to step into one, drives the lane, and he puts up a runner.
A hop step runner.
But there's not that player on the floor right now for the Giants that's just going to go one-on-one and create like Jonathan Johnson just did for the Big Red Machine.
That's true. Clyde is also big.
Clyde with the drive and dish to Johnson.
Wow.
And just like that, 5 quick points. That play right there, an example of the difference in the continuity of an offense.
Definitely, definitely. John still trying to put up a fight.
How much fight do the Giants have left in their season? There's 3:52 left to play in the third, so under 12 minutes left possibly in your season. Do they have one last run in them? Do they have the creators to
But it's not even about their offense right now. It's all about their defense. They're playing no defense right now.
Oh, it's a little about their offense.
Yeah, but I mean, they're not stopping anyone.
It looks so disjointed, and there's nobody on the floor, like I said, that's gonna go one-on-one. And you don't have to score for yourself, but somebody that can make a play like Clyde just made on that end of the floor.
No. Well, it's because they don't have the three-point shooting to open the floor the same way.
How would we know? From the moment in the first quarter when you said they took 2, I haven't seen them take another one since.
That's true.
Has there been floor spacing?
True, yeah. They shied away from it, though. They had some open looks. They just turned them down for whatever reason.
So 52 to 36. Just under 4 left. Some confusion right now over what happened before the timeout.
I think Bullet was supposed to be on the line. I want to say they owe him like 2 shots. Oh, they say it's on the floor?
So a foul on the floor. Bullet takes a 3. Side of the backboard.
Johnson on the break. Johnson misses the layup.
Finger roll is no good.
I was ready to say Johnson and Johnson.
Anytime they can stop you from doing that, I'm a fan of it. So Young fouls based on the layup, and he has an opportunity to go to the line for a
he's the only
play.
consistent scorer, but it's coming off the rebound.
Yeah, it's coming off second shot opportunities. It's not coming in the flow of the offense. It's not something that you can go in the huddle and yeah, it's not something that you go with the huddle and you design that we know we're going to get the shot. It's really his individual effort.
It's all hustle
on the boards. Nevertheless, though, he converts a 3-point play, and he's called for the foul.
How much fouls is he on?
17. Trips Aaron Sands as he tries to dribble down the sideline.
So you don't want him to go out either.
Yeah.
That would be detrimental.
In the corner, Ahmad Young's going to be called for a travel. So the Giants right now are going to sub in an entirely new 4.
I don't know how I feel about that. At this point in the game.
The 1 year Coach Cal did it at Kentucky with the platoon swap. It worked amazingly, and we nearly went undefeated.
But this ain't Johnson stable though.
Basically the same thing. I went to both schools.
Nah.
Forbes.
There you go.
And right back into this game now, just down 10. That new 4 on the floor. You know, that takes a lot to be subbed into the game, and your first shot is a straightaway 3. You shoot it with confidence and you make it.
Another foul.
And I think
sometimes you don't agree with the foul, bro.
I think he can't believe that he got called for his 5th foul.
Oh, he got subbed out that fast. That's weird.
No, that's his 5th.
At 5th?
Yeah. So Caden Cash fouls out. But you've got to be smarter than that.
Tack fouls too.
Yeah, no, but listen, there's a certain responsibility you have when you have 4 fouls. You can't reach at that point. You force them to draw that foul on you, but you can't reach in there knowing that your team needs you. At this point in this game, you're down by 13, and you're fouled out on a touch foul like that. Forbes dishes it to Bullard. There's contact inside, and he's going to go to the line. Trying to get this lead under 10 once again.
Giants had their chances at the line, though. If they made all of their opportunities, they would easily be ahead.
I mean, they still have some.
Yeah.
Make them count.
There you go.
Bullard does that. Misses the second. Big Red Machine corralled the rebound. Young now, and he's going to pull it back. Not going to go 1-on-3. Gets it to Joel Johnson. Baseline with the left hand layup. He embraced the contact, finished with the left. Impressive move there for Jonathan Johnson. There's a foul inside.
Now St. John's getting active on the boards. Really making a difference this quarter.
They still can't get beyond this 10 to 8 point lead range.
And then they're using a lot of energy trying to fight back. You could tell some of their main players are gassed right now.
Well, I think that's why they went with the nearly full platoon swap. At this point in the game, if you don't have your best 5 on the floor, then it's going to make a comeback. I don't want to say impossible, but extremely difficult.
Yeah.
The Fountain misses a second at the line. Nesbitt grabs the rebound, but it's poked away, and the Big Red Machine keeps possession. See full court pressure right now. Stolen by Mason. Unable to
Probably
convert.
should have kept that one.
Unable to convert the fast break opportunity. A bit too unselfish.
Yeah. Johnson to the rim. Yeah.
Easy basket right there. After the gamble, Joel Johnson just
fast.
it's like a layup.
Just fast.
It's like a drill on the layup line. Caught it at half court. Just dribble straight.
Good charge.
That's probably going to be a charge.
Good charge. That's something I would never do as a player.
It's a charge.
That takes a lot of heart to take a charge.
Yeah. I think he just got the wind knocked out of him at this point.
But he was the one charging.
Yeah, but he fell on the ball.
Ah.
And then what also hurts is when somebody from the other team claps over you. I've had that happen. It really hurts. Not
Makes everything worse.
Not just physically, but your pride.
Makes everything worse.
His pride is super injured right now.
At least he's playing a good game, man. So he'll be all right.
What are they going to do about the floor, though? Do we have a mop guy?
Someone's on it.
There's the mop.
Coach is on it.
That's dedication as a coach right there.
At this point, you got to do something to try and get a win.
I don't think that's going to get it done.
You never know. Put a little prayer on the floor in that broom.
Whenever you're struggling to get back into a game, what you want to feel comfortable or to give your team some kind of momentum headed into the fourth, you need to see that lead get below 10.
Yeah, they need to get to like 7.
If it's about 8 or 7 headed into the fourth quarter, you have some kind of confidence. But right now, it's still sitting at 13, less than a minute 40 left to play in the third. The Giants are getting stops, they're getting turnovers, but not converting.
It's trying time right now.
So in the penalty, Forbes will get a chance to go to the line.
Stopping the clock is crucial right now. He misses.
No good on the first.
I guess it's been a struggle all night at the free throw line.
For everybody.
Yeah.
I feel like our entire country needs free throw practice, starting with Dr. Minnis.
Buddy Hill free throw camp.
Yeah.
Hard foul. I feel like it's going to be a lot of free throws over the next minute and a half.
But if you're the Giants, you don't want to put Saka on the free throw line at this point.
Unless they're missing. But then you, at the end, you have to come in down and make it at the next end, though, at that point.
You know what? This would actually be a great time to do the hacker whoever kind of strategy.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Just go all in. But you just got to make yours, and you can't do that. You can't turn it over.
Forward pass is stolen. Aaron Sands with the fast break opportunity, but he misses it. Ball stays with Sack.
Now, how do the Giants play with BAISS out of the game?
Williams directing traffic, and he loses it off of his knee.
Another costly turnover. Another unforced turnover. That's the worst kind. Saka looking to take a little time off the clock before the fourth quarter starts. How many offensive rebounds do you think they got in this quarter?
Way too many. Rebounded by Fountain. He's going to try to go coast to
Turnover,
coast, and that
Joe
pass
Johnson
is
picks
intercepted.
it up. Off to the races.
How long were you waiting to say Joe Johnson was off to the races?
You wasn't ready for that one, though.
I actually wasn't. That's pretty good. Forbes called for a foul. And it looks as if the Big Red Machine are going to head into the fourth.
Up double digits.
Up double digits. Me and the Giants are going to have a very steep hill to climb.
Y'all Giants, though. Y'all got that.
Do Giants climb?
I don't know. I don't think they have to.
Yeah, I feel like Giants
You're
don't
tall
have to
enough?
because they're bigger than everything else. Which would mean in the event that they do have to climb, they would not be good at it. I'm saying.
Someone appreciated off to the races.
Were they appreciating it or were they trying to?
Nah, I feel they appreciated it.
Yeah, all right, it's subjective, I guess.
Shout out.
Three-point play opportunity here. Walk-in will heave it. And Saka's going to take a 56-46 lead headed into the fourth quarter.
Nah, if only you could appreciate Johnson.
I don't
and Johnson.
appreciate any of your puns. I don't appreciate any of your
If only you
cliches.
could appreciate Johnson.
There's
and Johnson.
something about calling them Johnson and Johnson
Bro,
that
it
I
fits.
feel warrants a pause, and I'm
fits.
just not going to do it. I'm just not going to do it. I refuse.
No.
I will leave this broadcast before I start calling them Johnson and Johnson. They make baby powder.
Hey, baby, and St. John's right now.
I'm so bad at this. The 56-46. 8 minutes possibly left in the season for the St. John's Giants. If they have one last run in them, this is where you have to make it right now. The problem is with so many skilled players for the Big Red Machine, so many players that can create their own shot, create shots for others, it's going to make it very difficult to come back against them unless you have an incredible defensive effort from the Giants in this fourth quarter. So 8 minutes left to go.
Here you go, it's now or never.
Will the Big Red Machine hang on here in the fourth, or will the Giants complete what seems to be a very steep hill to climb?
There we go.
I need another analogy. I said steep hill to climb like 3 times. Why do I have them climbing hills?
Another bridge to cross.
Yeah.
Ah.
There you go. Crossing bridges and stuff. So the Big Red Machine comes up with the steal. Let's walk in. He gets to the head.
Turnover. A little
Jabari
miscommunication.
Parker's been cleared to make his season debut against the Knicks on Friday. Jabari Parker's still playing?
But he's the oldest young person I know.
Jabari Parker been old since he was at Simeon. Forbes for 3. That's no good. Fountain to go up, and he's blocked by Nesbitt. Gives him the stare down.
It's been a lot of that.
Listen, this St. John's soccer rivalry, it used to be very intense. I don't know if it still is now. Williams with the steal. Fast break opportunity for the Giants.
Easy lay-in.
And Fountain finishes the layup.
How do you feel about the St. John's nicknames on the back of the jersey?
I mean, I'm cool with the nickname. I just wish they didn't go with the.
The color that you can't see.
I wish they didn't go with the camouflage print against the gray of the jerseys, because it makes it very difficult to see unless you're like standing a foot in front of them. I would have said going with a white jersey on that one. I feel like the school was always at its best when we wore green though.
Wait, y'all at your best when y'all cheating in the cage. That's the only time y'all at your best.
When has there ever not been a cage? I feel like there's always been a cage at St. John's. Still 56-48. The Giants are still hanging around. It doesn't seem like a game where they should still be in it, but they're still hanging around right now. Just an 8-point lead.
My boy and Vaughn tuning in with us. Shout out.
Who are you shouting out?
Boy and Vaughn.
Are you reading comments?
Yeah.
Okay, so Giants ball, down 8. Just under 7 left to play. A score here on this possession would be the closest that they've been since the second quarter.
First quarter.
Really? No, second.
End of the first
You're a
quarter.
stat person. I'll take your word for it. Williams thinks about it, gets it inside the Bullard. He tries to go reverse, and he'll go to the line. So at the free throw line, an opportunity to chip away. If he can make 2 here, then perhaps you get the Big Red Machine to start pressing.
You think they'll break out a press? No, I think they're too relaxed right now to go into
Right
press.
now, Justin Burrows and Jonathan Johnson on the bench. 4 sack. Giants needed that one.
I'm telling you.
Now, if they wanted me to suit up, I could probably make some free throws.
That's all you have to do.
Yeah, but I ain't trying to run up and down.
You can run with you exercise every day.
So here comes the full court trap.
Whoa.
And the Big Red Machine breaking pretty easily and now settle down into their half-court offense.
Johnson looking to make a move on the smaller floor.
He is going to one-man fast break this, I can tell.
He has the advantage, yes.
So out of the give and go, he finds Sands, but that's a travel.
Sands having a...
Thinking about it too much, though. At that point,
just gotta let it go.
Take that jumper.
You have to lead. You have to let it go.
Take that jumper. You had Johnson with the drive and dish. You've got to take that jumper. Forbes will pull up, and he makes a big three.
Get back, just like that. 4-point game.
And just like that, the lead is 4, but the trap falls apart. Sack found a hole in the trap. Joaquin nearly had a free lay into the basket. He's fouled hard at the end of that play.
Now Sack brings back the starters.
Still a lot of time left to play, and the Giants are down just 2 possessions.
They're also down a clutch player.
Well, one if somebody could make a 4-point play, but I feel like the likelihood of someone making a 4-point play in this game is like a dragon flying down in here and ripping the entire gym apart. So if somebody in this game can make a 4-point play, we're probably going to see a dragon. Walking with the free throw now. He makes 2.
Just like that.
Back out to 58. Forbes has had the hot hand.
Oh, it's a steal by Johnson.
Unforced error right there. Forbes had the hot hand. He dished it to Williams. Williams was not looking.
Did we call clear path fouls? No?
I don't know. I don't know if FIBA has clear path fouls.
That has to be one. I guess not. It is.
Oh, I think it is.
Yeah, right. On top of it, bro. No more.
I mean, I'm sure he thought he was making the right basketball play there, but probably in retrospect.
At this time, at this point in the game.
In retrospect, just let him take the 2 points because now they have a chance for a 4-point swing. And all of that momentum that you had from that big 3 could completely be erased right here if this lead goes back to 10.
Johnson to the hole.
And a 4-point possession for Joel Johnson. And just like we said, it's once again a 10-point lead. Great pass from Forbes. Foul again on Forbes.
Emma Johnson are really going at it too. If you look at it, they have their own little matchup going on right now.
I think I know who's winning that matchup.
Still got to give him an effort though. Oh, good dish.
Clyde with a great dish. Moxie comes up short.
That would have really done something for that team if he slammed it home.
So the ball's going to go to the Giants now after Moxie unable to finish the slam after the nifty dish from Clyde. 5 minutes left to play. Bullard with the drive.
Bullard on the travel.
He's going to be called for a travel.
There wasn't no passing options for him just now. He thought he had something there. Clyde brings it up.
Here comes Clyde.
Oh, he's been
gets around the defender.
He's been good all night. He's been good all night. And that's what St. John's is missing though. That consistent ball handling.
Forbes again for 3. Williams too strong on the putback. And the ball will go to the Big Red Machine. Clyde again calling for the ISO. Dishes it off to Johnson. And he'll earn another trip to the line. With his speed, it's unstoppable for, I mean, I just don't see anyone. I don't see any way anyone on the Giants roster can cover him man to man. He's just too quick for anybody else out there. So they're almost forced to foul him on any drive to the basket or just hope he misses.
He's a pretty good free throw shooter, man.
We should make more of our sprinters hoop. Make more of our sprinters hoop. Like, I feel like if Derek Atkins could hoop, they would have probably put him on the Walk of Fame.
Why you had to go there?
I mean, they should have put him on the Walk of Fame. He was right about that. Fouled for 3.
I was like 2 years ago. How you bring that back?
I have an impeccable memory. Also, I don't have much stuff to do.
All right.
Giants still hanging around, down 9.
Making it again.
Yeah, but we're at the point where that clock is starting to wear down on you now. Second chance opportunities, third chance opportunities for the
Clyde
Big Red
again
Machine.
to the hoop.
Clyde again, he's pushed.
He's literally taking one step and getting past and all of St. John's.
But this is what happens when you have three chances to score there. The Giants need to get that rebound. Limit them to one shot.
Tough. Easier said than done, I guess. Another cliche for you.
You're not coming back if you allow a team nursing a 9-10 point lead to come up with second and third chance opportunities. I mean, quick math. This broadcast is brought to you by Vitamalt. Stream, of course, live on 10th Year Seniors, because that's where you're watching it on. You knew that already. But the production is done by Fam TV. Fam TV has a brilliant setup. It's been a seamless transition working along with them to bring this to you for day 1 of the BAISS playoffs, sudden death semifinals. In both girls division, you saw the Jordan Prince-William Falcons advance. So you had they won over QC in both of those games. The junior girls scored 34-29, and in senior girls, the Falcons advanced with a 66-27 win over QC. Junior boys, the TC Suns were able to advance with a win over the SAC Big Red Machine. And now we close it out here with the senior boys, SAC and St. John's. These crowds have been awfully quiet for most of this game.
For a BAISS crowd, I don't know where the jump canoe are. Do they ban the jump canoe?
What happened?
Budget cuts?
I don't think any of these schools have to worry about budget cuts. Do people pay for that?
I don't know.
I gotta ask Junkin.
Like from DC, we don't have no damn jump canoe.
That's true. I mean, I don't remember St. John's ever having Junkin either. They do have that like pop band now that won the competition, I think. They could get them. They probably can't afford them.
Probably not.
Forbes again for 3. Clyde with the rebound. Johnson with the layup. I ain't never seen him act like this.
Never.
He hooping.
It's got to be like a career high in points.
Possibly.
I'm sure it is.
Moxie with the rebound now in under 3 minutes.
When you call them for the ball in every possession, you feeling it.
Yeah.
You definitely feeling it.
He's hooping.
Hooping.
Giants are going to have to
Time's
tear
winding down
this,
on the season.
They're going to have to tear down this team, build a new one.
Tough shot.
foul called on, looks like it was on Justin Burrows. So Bullard's going to have an opportunity to go to the line here.
He's done for the day.
Yeah, well, you knew this was coming in the fourth quarter when you had teams, they both were in the bonus very early in the first quarter, again in the bonus early in the third quarter. So people were racking up fouls left, right, and center.
Yeah, like when the first catch got fouled up into Johns, I was like, whoa.
And there's a tech on Forbes. Starts to swing an elbow. You see frustration getting the better of him. I mean, there's a difference between playing with edge and, you know, wildly swinging an elbow.
Yeah.
So I don't know if that was just his fifth foul or he was ejected, but either way, Forbes is done.
At this point now is, what's for dinner?
It's 9:42 5. Nothing. So 13-point lead for the Big Red Machine, and it's looking like they will be our first senior boys team to advance and make a second consecutive appearance in the BAISS Championships, which begin here on Thursday. The second half of the semifinals get underway tomorrow here at 4 o'clock with the matchup of the 2s versus 3s.
Johnson to the rim.
Content to just work the ball around on the perimeter at this point. Turnover. Giants are running out of time, though. You have to put up points, and you got to put them up quickly.
Another steal by Johnson.
That is the opposite of what I just said they should do.
Clyde, mid-range.
Baseline jumper, and I think that'll do it. Under 2 left to play now. You got to just chuck it. Johnson gets it ahead to walking in for the easy layup. No foul call.
Long distance.
Bateman looking for a foul there. Johnson dishes it to Clyde, and he's just going to bring the ball out. Run down some clock. And so it appears the Big Red Machine will advance. Who will play, we won't find out until tomorrow. Again, this game's still getting very testy. Guys, it's already been decided. I mean, we could chill now. Clyde is doubled. Finds Johnson.
Johnson with
Johnson
the
with the
floater.
runner.
Adding on to already.
Of course.
Great night. Clyde with the steal.
And Clyde is just toying with him at this point. And we got the fans headed for the exits.
And that'll do it.
So the big red machine saved him.
Someone is on to the theory that St. John's only wins in the cage. People are on to the theory.
I didn't even know people call it the cage, and I went there for 6 years.
Bro.
I did not know people call it the cage. Also, St. John's does not only win in the cage. I watched them win a championship right in here 2 years ago. Or was it 3 years ago? We watched them do it.
I didn't see that.
So that'll do it. The Big Red Machine advanced to the championship on Thursday with the 77-59 win over the St. John's Giants. Thank you for tuning in to 10thyearseniors.com. BAISS playoffs are brought to you by Vitamals. We'll be here all week long to bring you the action.
Cliches all week long.
Cliches all week.
All week.
We will mix in stuff about music that doesn't belong. And you're probably just going to have to listen to it because we the best you got.
Yeah.
Big, huge shout outs to Fam TV for their production team. And when I say their production team, a full production team, they have 47 cameras and they all are useful in bringing you everything that you've seen
They're on
here
it though.
tonight.
They're pretty much on it right now.
That'll do it for us. For Randy, I'm Ronaldo. We'll be back tomorrow.
Shout out to the comment section too.
Shout out to the comment section, though. Y'all keep 10th year seniors moving.